Had the pandemic not happened, would the residency with Usher, would that have happened?
It was gonna happen.
It was about.
Yeah, it was gonna happen. We had plans for it to happen.
Okay.
And right as we were in the process of launching, you know, I think I was in France at the time, and it was just this crazy outbreak. Came back to America, and then before you know it, we were quarantined. You know, and I'd been working on music, so I've been kind of ramping up to something,
Right.
whether it was new music, a new tour, and we all felt like Las Vegas would be an incredible reintroduction of new music, also to celebrating legacy, but it turned into something far, far more than that, man,
Right.
you know?
Right. We're here at the Nomad Las Vegas, right down the hallway from where you're performing your residency tonight at the Dolby Live Park MGM. My daughter, whose flight was delayed, wanted to be here, but I'm bringing her tonight for her birthday. So when you caught a lot of flack, you know, the women come and you
come with your daddy or come with your sugar daddy.
No.
Or come with your husband.
This is my actual daughter. I'm very protective about this one now. So I ain't got my two girls, but I'm very protective of us. So don't be messing around. So the criticism. I mean, you just having a good time. You say you got your things on. I mean, are you surprised that you've gotten the criticism and the blowback that you've received?
I don't know, man. I just know that this juncture of my life is just about having fun.
You don't even care.
No, it's not that I don't care. It's that I want you to know that I'm having fun. And that is a part of me having fun, being out in the audience amongst the fans and also to the people and feeling that energy. I don't remember the last time that I've been to a show like that. You know, I know that we all feel good when we go to Frankie Beverly and we all dress in our white. You know what I'm saying? We go out there and we enjoy each other in the aisles and have a great time.
Right.
But like when an artist comes out and just is amongst the people, you know, this arena gave me an opportunity to be able to be closer to my fans because I hadn't put out an album in almost 6 years, right? So now being able to reconnect in that way, you know, obviously it spun into something that it gave me a new title.
Yeah.
I think Charlamagne the God named me like the domestic terrorist. I'm like, bruh, this is actually a Usher show, right?
Well, you said you can feel the energy. You can't feel the energy from them husbands and them boyfriends giving you the evil eye?
Well,
like you need to back up.
Nah, they actually cool. The guys that are there, you know what I'm saying? The girls, they get a little rowdy. I'm just saying, but you know, don't leave your girl around me. I said, come with your girl. You know what I'm saying? Come with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Bring your wife. But by the way, again, it's all in good fun,
right?
Man. And the whole purpose and point is to bring that energy to Las Vegas. When I look out and I see my people, I see us doing something that I don't feel like it's been done here.
Right.
Like, the Black Dollar is strong in Vegas, man, more than it's ever been. And the cast and the crew and the feeling of what this has built has been a celebration. So, you know, I don't know if I was able to even look at it as a negative. And then anything that has happened in terms of the girls who came up there, rather it was Taraji P, Henson, or, you know what I'm saying, Keke, you know, Palmer.
You know that woman had just had a baby and she was...
I mean, she wanted to get out and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Should you not feel like you know what I mean? Like you should get out with your girls and enjoy yourself? You should, right?
Yes.
And there you have me to assist your Usher.
Oh, you ushering them into a good time. You taking that lift. I mean, you going too far with this. You know, the ushers help you to the chair or find a seat.
I'm ushering you to a good time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Come have a good time with me. No, but
working out.
Yeah, man.
I talked to Steve Stout yesterday, and he said that when you getting ready for a show that you would train chasing the U-Haul and they're playing Confessions because you are an entertainer. You're not just sitting on a stool singing. You're moving and you're every word and you're dancing, you're doing all these dance moves.
Yeah.
Bro, how are you able to do this night in and night out and you still got them 20-year-old knees?
Yeah, I know, man. It's like the conditioning is no different than, you know, football. You know what I mean? You got to really have you got to have the core. And
right.
You got to make certain that you can sing and dance. So part of my moving and singing and running and doing some of these things that are probably not a part of the, you know, the build of artists, you know, that type of artist development is something that I learned. I learned it from a guy by the name of A.J. Alexander, the guy who actually discovered me, who was Bobby Brown's bodyguard, right? So as a kid, he had his kids in Atlanta.
Right.
And this was our training. Like, it was like boot camp. Singing wasn't just like, oh, we gonna get out here and just jam and sing to girls.
Right.
No, you gotta like, he was like putting us through straight boot camp.
So you had to learn to sing while you're tired, because you're running and, like you said, it's boot camp. But
I just think that generation of entertainment, it was different. You know what I'm saying? And I had been in a group before, and we as a group, you know, we worked in the same way. You know what I'm saying? We played basketball, you know what I'm saying? And we got our wind up. Or when we were working, we would sing and dance and move around. He would have us running and singing, all of that kind of stuff. That wasn't uncommon. That's not an uncommon thing if you consider yourself an artist.
Right.
That is part of artist development. And if you want to be able to get out there, sing, dance, not miss a beat, be on key, that's the type of work that you got to do.
Right.
You know?
You mentioned you were born in Chattanooga. You moved to Atlanta at a very, very young age. And you said your mom, I read where you said your mom like kind of quit what she was doing to devote all of her attention to you. And you said your mom was like kind of hard on you and making sure that's what you wanted. Where does your stance? Because we see Richard, Venus and Serena. Richard Williams was very hard on them. We see Tiger's story. His dad was hard on him. And then I see Dwight Howard trying to push his son, and he gets blowback. So where is Usher? If your kids, how are you going to be with your son? You say you got a son that's playing basketball now. How is Usher, the parent, given where he came from, knowing what he knows, how's he going to be?
Man, I deal with the same, you know, issues that any parent deals with. Kids who are influenced by, you know, the things that they see, the things that they get into. But the one thing that I do is care for my kids, right? I view disciplinary, you know, kind of measures as something that is preparing your kids, especially black kids, for, you know, the reality of the world that they're living in. You know, I hold you to a higher standard. You know, I personally hold you to a higher standard because I know what work it takes to be great. And for parents who do that, you know, look at the evidence. Look at the incredible, you know, artists, the incredible athletes that were created in that moment. This generation may not necessarily have the same respect, but God bless the coaches that we have. God bless the mentors and stuff that we have that motivate our kids, because it almost puts this pressure on parents to not be parents. Nah, it's a hard dynamic, especially if you come from an industry where you know what it takes to not naturally kick into that mode and say, yo, if you want to do something, you want to play basketball, you got to run at a certain rate. I'm going to push you. If you really want to do this, you got to show me. You're going to show up on time. You ain't on time, give me push-ups right now. What? Yeah, give me push-ups, run these laps. Run these suicides right now. You serious, Dad? Yeah, for real. And I'm not playing. And if I catch you, if I get there before you do, you're gonna give me 100 extra push-ups. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the, you know, of the animal that is inside of who we are as I don't know, man, as entertainers, as athletes, you know. So I don't look at any of that kind of disciplinary kind of measure as a bad. I do think it's equally important to talk to your kids.
Okay.
If you're gonna push them that way, then you gotta love on them just as much.
You gotta explain to them why you pushing.
There you go. That's right. They gotta know that, yo, my dad's gonna push me to be great. My dad's gonna talk to me as well and help me understand why he's pushing me the way that he is.
But how is that? Because you have to understand, you're in a totally different situation than what they are. Your mom didn't have it like your kid's dad has it.
Right.
So they're looking because you're like, man, I gotta get my mom out of this situation. I want to have. Well, your kids come home, they got a 6-car garage, they got 25,000 square feet, they got nanny, they got maid, they got chef, they got all of that.
Yeah. that is a harsh reality, which is more the reason why you got to be harder on them. But mindful that their normal is different than our normal.
Right.
And the access that they have is greater and grander, and the expectation is actually higher. That's the one thing that I have empathy for my children, especially the ones, you know, that, I named my son Usher. So every time he's out, obviously there's that pressure. You know, I've even battled at times, you know, my kids, sometimes they don't want me to come. They don't want me to be at the, you know, their basketball game or their recital, or they want me to be very, very low key because they don't want that energy. They don't want, oh, Dad walked in the room and took, you know.
All their focus off of me.
Yeah, and it's hard because I try my hardest to have that empathy, but I want to be there, you know what I'm saying? Countless times being able to just sit at the back of the room quiet, you know what I'm saying, is keep myself as small as possible and be as quiet as I possibly can.
You want to be a parent.
Yeah, man, yeah. But it is, you're right. Like that access and that reality that they're looking at, it gives them some expectation. And unfortunately, I can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? Like I walked so that we could ride. You know what I'm saying? And now that you're riding, you know, I want you to understand the importance of walking. Right.
Did you always, at the age of 10, 11, and 12, you were on Star Search. Did you always know you wanted to be this?
Well, which part of this do you mean, right? Because
this, the guy that's sitting across from me, that's internationally known, that goes and sells out every concert, the guy that's almost at 100 shows at a residency, the guy that's doing the halftime show, one of the king of R&B. This.
Thank you very much. But let me give you a little clarity, right?
Okay.
No, I don't know if I was prepared for any of it, but I know that I was dedicated enough to stick to it until something happened. And then something that I didn't expect happened, to become a businessman, to then understand entrepreneurship, to understand philanthropy, to understand empathy, to begin to understand the other side of it. I wasn't prepared for that. I knew that if I set my mind to anything, the affirmation of me once saying it and actually making it happen, willing it to happen, was something that I was committed to. As a kid, I walked around and my mother used to tell me all the time, you need to stop telling people that you're gonna be a big artist. I'm like, why? That's what I believe. This is what I think about myself. If I don't believe it, nobody else would. Correct. But you don't have to say it. It ain't happened yet. I'm like, but I want it to. So let me just keep
manifesting it.
I must keep saying it until it actually, becomes the reality. And I'm gonna not only just say it and expect somebody to give it to me. I'm gonna take the long way around. I wanna work for it. I wanna be able to say I earned it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I remember the first time that I saw you, and I didn't quite know who you were. I saw you in Nike Town in Phipps Plaza.
Man.
I used to see you in Gucci all the time, and you always sing. I was like, man, why this dude singing? I'll be like, he's like, and you were just singing and singing and singing. And I was talking to my sister, I said, man, I saw this, you couldn't have been no more than like 16 or 17 tops. Yeah. I said, I saw this kid in Nike Town, and he was singing. I think he might be something.
Yeah. I don't know if I was auditioning or what, you know what I'm saying? But I was preparing for my moment, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the plight, you know what I'm saying? To anything that you want to be great at, you have to make it a process. Like it's a part of your every thought. Like if you want to play basketball, you always bounce on the ball. If you want to play football, you always readjusting, you always managing, you always ready and alert. If you want to play sports, it's like you have to stay activated and stay active. As an artist, it's the same. And, I'm also too haunted by the idea that I had this talent. So it's naturally just coming out. It's like you can't help but just be who you are.
You had this talent. Obviously, in high school, normally when you have a talent, everybody's not as talented as everyone else. So were there hating going on with you in high school? Did people hate that you were so gifted? Because you're in a talent show, you winning. You know that. You're not losing a talent show.
No.
So they're like, okay, you won the last 5 talent shows. You're not entering this one.
No, but that's what makes you great, right? The fact that you know that there's opposition. If you're playing on a football team, right? You're going to go out there, you see that you go up against some dogs, you know what I'm saying? You got to go out there with a different attitude. You got to believe it. You got to be it. And by the way, I had a hard trip, bro. My name was Usher. I don't have Marcus or Derek or Eddie or something like that. I was already an outlier. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. You walking around with this name and they weren't nice to me. You know what I'm saying? Usher. What's up, Usher? You want an Usher board? You know what I'm saying? A Usher bar. I was like, man, come on, man. All right, that's cool.
So what was dating like for Usher in high school?
Dating? It was a bit difficult, you know what I'm saying? Because I just
You can sing, you can swoon them.
Yeah, I know, but I was just trying my hardest to stay focused on my actual goal, and I don't know, man. I was just trying to figure out how to get to the real goal. To have a girlfriend, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely impress the girls and
see, I knew I go get it out you. I knew I'd get it out you.
Of course, you know what I'm saying? But, I just, You know, it wasn't about that, man. I was focused, bro. I was like, I need to stay focused, and I have a goal. You know what I'm saying? When I figured out, oh, this is really what I want to do, I think I was willing to make the sacrifices that were needed. And while I wanted to enjoy, you know, having relationships, it was like, if I find a girl that I think is really cool and I can learn something from her, she can learn something from me, then we can help each other. But for the most part, I ain't. Yeah, man, yeah, we can help each other out.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I don't think there was a phase where I was girl crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I was trying to figure out how to get as many numbers as I possibly could because I wanted to be a player. You know what I'm saying? From the Himalayas. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I wasn't really focused on you know that too much.
Well, you know, ATL, we running the music game right
Absolutely.
now. We on top of the world.
Yo.
How does that? Because you're part of that.
Yes.
I mean, you can't tell the story of Atlanta music without mentioning Usher Raymond.
No, man.
How did that make you feel?
Man, we did something, man. The Ace, man, listen, the South got something to say is what Dre said, and we've been saying it for a long time, you know, and the potency of that, you know, I think it's great. I think more than anything, again, there's this transition and this focus just for me, and I think it should be a focus for more artists, you know what I'm saying, to really focus on the other things that these genres or Southern music and entertainment breeds. There's an entire movement and feeling when you come to Atlanta.
Right.
Right? The world needs to know that. That's why I brought Atlanta to Las Vegas.
Wow.
You need to understand it. No different. Like you look at Cirque du Soleil and all of those shows, right? They celebrate their culture, whether it's in Spain or wherever it is. Our culture is the same. It might not be marketed the same. It might not feel, because it's culture, but all cultural things eventually become something that's commercial. And I wanted the world to be able to see and celebrate who we are, how we get out, what our music feels like, what our energy is, what our experience is, you know?
I am bringing my daughter to tonight's show. So if you would, like, you know, a song that's appropriate for someone her age. She is in her 30s. She don't want me to tell you exactly how old she is, but.
She's not married?
She's not married.
Okay, cool. I'm customizing this moment.
All right, guys, as you can see, your boy dressed to impress. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm getting ready to take my daughter for a birthday to the Usher concert. She's super excited because the very first concert she ever attended was Usher. So for her birthday, she's like, Daddy, I want to go see Usher. So here we are. Let's go. Thing we do for our kids, bro. Wonder what my son gonna want for his birthday. Knowing him, he gonna take the money. My other daughter, knowing her, she gonna take the money. Leave the one I'm with, darling. I can't do it. You got it, you got it. I got it bad. Hey, baby.
I'm nervous, you know.
You ain't gotta be nervous.
Girl, I'm shy.
You're whatever.
Kayla, C Sharp. The one that kicked it off. No. Don't put that on there.
She ain't playing. She tell me that all the time. Usher actually was your very first concert that you ever saw.
I was 12, and this was during the Confessions era, and Kanye West opened up for Tearing Up. This is so exciting.
So we're making a weekend of it.
We're making
so
a
we got
weekend of
Usher tonight. We got Adele tomorrow. And then Thursday we got Lakers game. They open up against the Suns. So
Ooh-wee.
yeah, woo-wee.
Kayla was on the scene.
Yeah, Kayla on the scene costing her daddy a ton of money. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'm excited.
I'm
very
excited too, baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.